one thing that really got me mad about how certain politicians or even political shows play their game was concerning Gary Johnson. When MSNBC Morning Joe asked him a question about a foreign country, he asked him, he didn't know the answer. What is it? Because Gary Johnson couldn't name a little area outside of this country in a war that we shouldn't be involved in anyway. What would he do? Simple. Not be there in the first place. Not promote somebody else's fight. I was very proud of Gary Johnson because as a libertarian, he has proven a good track record for a successful small government bid. And if I were any of the Republicans out there, why do you want to waste your time voting for the two-party system? The Republicans and the Democrats, both so-called their number one choice, both of them, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, are negative 50s, which means they're the most hated each side can build. I mean, look at Donald Trump. If he was so successful, why didn't after the convention he could have simply gone back to work, minded his business at Trump Towers, kept his mouth shut, didn't have to tour, and still would have been double-digit leads ahead of her if all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, he had a good plan, as the Republicans were too busy getting beat up, and all Donald Trump had to do was use the power of the press. And at the time, he was their golden boy because he was the most liberal Republican in a very long time. But it's the funny part, Donald Trump is also his worst enemy. The more he goes out there and opens his mouth, the more he sticks his foot in it. And that's one of the reasons he's barely able to stay, at best, even with Hillary. And Hillary's no better. That's one of the reasons why I believe the way the elections are going, if you had to choose between the lesser of two evils, you're going to get screwed. But it doesn't matter if you hire Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, you're going to lose. So to anybody out there who's looking for the third option, I'd go with Gary Johnson. Number one, look at his track record of governing New Mexico. Lower taxes, surpluses. He ran two very popular terms. I mean, right now, you can't do any better than the third party option. And right now, the biggest fault is the mediators don't want to put him up there because they know what's going to happen. If Gary Johnson gets on that debate floor with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, he'll mop the floor with them. And if the Republicans truly want a good third option, who better than Gary Johnson, a true conservative and not a make-believe conservative like Donald Trump?